premenopausal. I think my hair won't stop being frizzy. I'm so fucking tired. I'm so mentally drained. I just want to watch Oranges in New York and it won't happen. Can I just have a hug? Have a physical hug. So he hugged me. And he looks at me. He goes, nice. I'm gonna leave you with this one last joke. How many of you guys are in a relationship out there? Yeah, so you know. Alright, cool. There you go. I've noticed this difference between men and women in heterosexual relationships. This is how I am to my boyfriend when he's sick. Are you okay? You got a fever? Oh, baby, it's okay. We'll get you some Pepto-Bismol, some Advil, we'll work everything out, okay? You want to watch some TV? Sure, no problem. The price is right now. It's your favorite, I know. I'll make you some oatmeal. You want Fridays? No problem, baby. I'll get you anything you want. Your teddy bear, I will get him for you. And I'll massage your feet because I love you. I love you, and we're going to get you back. This is my boyfriend. Women problems? No? He's sick? Fever? Stick my dick in you? Alright, I'm Stephanie. Thank you so much.
Let's give it up one more time for Stephanie, folks. Open right up into the period jokes. For those of you who don't know, Stephanie's going to be a doctor soon. Think about that for a sec. Opening up with the period jokes. Yes. And once again, sorry about that, Steph. I'm more than sure I was the person who screamed nice at you when you walked by. I'm more than certain I do that at least once a day when I meet Stephanie. Like, hey, Steph, how you doing? Nice ass. I mean it from a friendly, empowering way, though. Like, I got catcalled recently myself. It was the strangest experience ever in my life. First off, it was because I was going into a Barnes & Noble, which, first off, do you even know how hard it is to find a fucking Barnes & Nobles right now? Jesus Christ. And that was by a dude, which, like, I didn't mind that part. Like, I'm walking, and he's like, hey, you go to school around here? I was like, yeah. And I'm keep walking, he's like, you sexy. And at first when he said that, I wasn't sure what he said. And then he repeated it, he's like, hey, you sexy as hell. And I just keep walking, and like I was thinking about for the whole rest of my day, I was like, first off, on one hand, you couldn't even get out the car, dude? Like, damn. Like, the car never stopped. Like, it was just rolling. And he's yelling at me. Like, damn, I'm sexy as hell, but I'm not sexy enough to put a motherfucker in park. Secondly, thank you. I'm serious hell. I don't give a fuck who gives me a compliment. Man, woman, dog, I don't give a shit. I crave attention. All right, folks, ready for your next comedian? This next young lady, very funny, wickedly funny. She's got a show coming up this Monday in Charlotte at Unknown Brewery. And in Charlotte, she may quite possibly be British. I'm not sure yet. I'm still trying to find that one out. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Benfield.
Hello, Columbia. How are you doing tonight? How are you feeling? I feel the energy. Yeah. That's a fluffing job right there. I just fucked you guys. I love Columbia. I'm from Charlotte, like you said, but I love Columbia. I got here a little early today because you guys are some good-looking motherfuckers. I'm not trying to flatter you. I'm just saying I got here early and I was like, damn. So, what's your name? You don't know? It's okay. I'm not going to pull you on stage or anything. What's your name, girl? Melody? Is that your real name?
Stop it.
How you doing? So are there any homos here tonight? Wow, really? Hello, Columbia, that's so crazy. I perform in Charlotte all the time. Whenever I ask that, it's crickets. Nothing. And I have to be like, according to statistics, that is a hard word. According to statistics, 1 out of 10 of you are fucking liars. And there's not a lot of queers out in Charlotte, and I'm so lonely. Most of the girls I have to, I'm a lesbian. Was that obvious? Could you guys smell it? Smell it. It smells like lavender and pussy. There's not a lot of lesbians in Charlotte. Most of the girls I have to hook up with are spaghetti girls. You ever heard of that? A spaghetti girl is a girl that's straight until you get her wet. That's inappropriate. Don't laugh at that. You guys are stupid. Screw you guys. You guys are nasty. It is true. I do mostly hook up with straight girls. We met in the bathroom. I gave you toilet paper, you gave me your heart.
Jennifer, stop.
That's not true, I didn't give you toilet paper. I don't want to hook up with straight girls. I do try to date. My ex-girlfriend, I remember on our very first date, I should have known it wasn't going to work, because on our very first date, she looks at me and she says, listen, Mimi, I just want you to know, I don't do drama, and I don't play games. Okay. Liar! Oh my God, that's all it was. It was like a game of Mortal Kombat the whole time. I swear when she said that, I heard a buzzer go off behind me. It's like, let the games begin! She won. She kicked my ass. By the end of our relationship, I was like that guy. You're the guy at the end of Mortal Kombat was just wobbling. And finish her! Flawless victory! Mortal Kombat fans. She was an awful person. She was terrible, but I loved her so much. She was actually bisexual, biracial, and bipolar. You guys are laughing. I'm the one that went through it. Now, I like to call her the triple bypass because she ripped my fucking heart out. I'm over it. Obviously. I haven't checked her Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter in like 2 hours. Built that bridge and went straight over it. Like I said, though, she was biracial. She still is. You don't really stop being a race unless you're Michael Jackson or Sammy Sosa. Have you guys heard about Sammy Sosa? What the hell is going on with him? No, like I said, biracial, and I love that because I come from a very small country town. And by small country, I mean Caucasian. Oh, it was so like, I didn't like it, don't get me wrong, it's cool, it's not a racial term. No, I didn't like it because I didn't have a lot of options. I had to have my women like I like my liquor, which is white, straight, and goes down easy. But now that I moved to the big city of Charlotte, I can finally have my women like I like my coffee, which is hot, black, and bitter. I like a mean girl. Like I said, she was bipolar, like 1 minute she was the sweetest, most caring girl you ever met, and then the next 23 hours and 59 minutes a day, total bitch. And I miss her so much. So now I'm just sticking with spaghetti girls. It's easy being easy sleazy. Just slut it up, I think I got that from my grandmother. I know a lot of people, they don't usually say that, like they inherited like maybe their smile or an apple pie recipe from their grandmother. I inherited promiscuity. My grandmother's a whore. A straight hussy. She's okay with it. She is fine with me saying this. I swear to God, 8 children, 6 baby daddies, never been married. You can hate on her all you want, but she's outlived every single one of my grandparents and not one gray hair on her head. I think she's figured it out. I remember years ago when I was a child, I asked my Meemaw, why haven't you been married? You obviously don't have a problem finding a man. And I swear, I'm going to quote her right now. She really said this to me, her granddaughter. She's like, well, I just never wanted to rely on a man. I always wanted to be independent, but damn it if I don't love me some Peter. when I was younger also. I was like, what is my granddad like? I never got to meet him. And he said, well, I never met him either. Apparently when he found out your grandmother was pregnant with me, he ran off, couldn't handle the responsibility of a child. And I'm like, that's terrible, right? That's so awful. I just found out last year from my brother, though, my older brother, that that's a lie. Apparently that's what my Meemaw told my dad to spare his feelings. Like, how is that the sugar-coated version of what happened? And it is. It really is. Apparently, one night, I'm going to take you guys on a journey, story time. One night in 1949, my Meemaw was driving home from work when her tire blew out. And she was really nervous because it was 1949. That was before cell phones or condoms. And luckily, this nice gentleman pulls up behind her and he changes the tire for her. And she's so grateful. She wanted to repay him. But she didn't have any money or condoms. There's one thing you should know about Benfields, is we're a lot like the Lannisters. We always pay our debts. And that's how my daddy was made, right there on that side of that road. The Benfields, we're classy. We're a classy bunch. My Meemaw was super jealous of me though because I am a comedian. She always wanted to be a comedian, but she said she couldn't because she had so many children. And she's mad at me because I found the loophole. Like I can still be slutty, but chase my dreams. That's good. Who needs birth control when you got pussy? I like Columbia. Charlotte hates these jokes. You need the plow. A lot of people like to ask. A lot of people like to ask me if I remember the moment I realized I was a lesbian, and I do, very vividly actually. I was 16 years old, I was driving home from my first job at a flower shop. I was in my brand new sparkly blue Mustang, sparkly because I personally covered it in glitter. Before I knew I was gay. Yeah. And I was listening to Nelly Furtado's brand new album. Now I know this sounds more like a gay man's coming out story, but bear with me. I was listening to that song, you know the song, I'm like a bird, I'm only that way. I don't know where my home is. Oh, it's a good song, that's my jam. You guys like it, whatever, yeah, Columbia. I was listening to that song and I was thinking about the music video and about how beautiful Nelly Furtado is. And I was like, gosh, she's so pretty. I wish I looked just like her. You know what? Screw that. I wish I could be on her. Oh, no. Oh, man. Really? Gay? Oh, God. Why me? My life is so hard. While driving my brand new Mustang. Oh, no. My pastor's going to be so mad. Just enjoying his laugh. You okay back there? Need a tissue? I said that because at the time I was attending Christian school, Southern Baptist Christian school, in a small country town. Yeah, they weren't cool with it. They weren't feeling the gay. I remember they had so many questions. They were like, Mimi, why? Why are you a lesbian? And I felt bad because I was still young. I didn't have a solid answer. The only thing I could think to say was, boobs. I mean, have you had them, Melody? They're great. That's what it is. Wait, we'll talk later. But no, they kept pushing. They were like, what caused you to be a lesbian? Like, what, is one of your parents maybe a little gay? No, it's not. That's ridiculous. It's not hereditary. I'm so sick of people thinking that. Gay people don't come from other gay people. We don't. We come on other gay people. That's an easy mistake. That's an easy mistake to make, I know. My parents hate that joke. They really hate it. Most of the kids, they're older. They're in their late 60s now, and they're both going through the change of life. You know, my mother just went through menopause. My dad is currently going through menopause. Have you guys heard of that? That's a thing. That's a real thing. I see you nodding. You're like, yeah, I know exactly what it is. Basically, what's going on with my dad is his testosterone levels are starting to lower, and it's causing him to, like, be a whiny little bitch. And I love my dad. I talk to my dad every day. I'm like one of his best friends. I'm basically his lesbro, if you will. And he's always complaining about my mother. He's like, oh, your mother never shows me any affection. She loves her cat more than she loves me. If it was any other guy friend of mine, I would be like, dude, stop being a pansy and grow some balls already. But I can't say that to my father. I can't say that to my dad. Because I know he has balls. I used to live in them. That was my first home. That was all of your first home. Not my dad's balls, your dad's balls. Just take a moment right now, everybody in this room. I want you guys to be grateful to your dad's testicles. Just do it. Just think about it. 2 balls. Yeah, me too. I'm right there with you. But no, yeah, that was my first home until I was evicted by my mother. But I was there once, so you don't know what happened. Last year, about 3 a.m. one night, my mother shows up on my doorstep with her cat and says, "I'm leaving your father and moving in with you." Yeah, I know. The same thing with my dad's balls, my mom's ovaries. I used to live inside of her also. So I'll let her stay with me a day or two. I'm not a jerk. And I invited her and I was like, "Mom, what's going on? What happened?" And she's like, "Well, your father's lost his damn mind. He found a few cat hairs on his pillow. He pulled out his pistol. He's going to shoot my cat." That's so messed up, right? It's terrible. I think the thing that I was most upset about was that after 35 years of marriage, my parents would let a little pussy come between the two of them. It just hurts my heart. It really does. It's another joke my mom hates. Why don't you tell everybody your business? The cat sucks, that's why, Mom. The cat sucks. Now, this is my mom's least favorite joke. This is another story I want to share with you guys. I swear to God, I was switched at birth the day I was born. True story. My mother told me the day I was born, the doctors or nurses or whatever took me out of the room to clean me up, whatever they do with them. Babies are weird. And after some time, they came back and said, "Miss Benfield, it's time for you to breastfeed." So they gave her the baby. They left the room. Mom whips out her business, about to latch on. Only thing is, she notices something's off. She's like, wait a minute. That ain't my baby. She calls the nurses back in. They look at the wristband. Sure enough, it's not me. I was missing. Don't worry, they found me. It's a good story. Don't worry. So they took the other baby out of the room. There's a big panic. About 30 minutes pass by. There's no sign of me. But luckily, they found me. They brought me to my mom. She was so grateful. She didn't ask any questions. Same situation. They give her the baby. They leave the room. She whips out her business, about to latch on. Only thing is, there's another problem. You see, I wasn't hungry. Now, some of you may be putting this together. My mother could only assume one thing, is that they must have taken me to that other baby mama's room. And unlike my mother, she didn't realize I wasn't her child. And well, me being the lesbian that I am, I didn't give a fuck that she wasn't my mom. So what you're all thinking is true. I got to second base with some strange my first day on the planet. I'm going to thank you guys. Thank you so much for coming out today.
Wow. Give it one more time for me, Benfield, folks. So, Mimi, real quick question. Does having that Nelly Furtado album make you gay? Because I swear to God, I had that too. Whoa, Nelly, I had that CD. Like, yeah, I know. It was just so should I like do some soul searching? Like, makes sense. I love boobs and pussy. So yeah, all right, yeah, I'm cool with that. Woo! Yeah, I can be old. Don't judge me. Don't judge me like that. That's not cool, dude. Come on. Oh. Man, we're going to keep this show rolling. Folks, if you like the shit you're hearing tonight, you can see a lot of us Mondays at New Brooklyn. Great people. Not just us, but a lot of other great Columbia stand-ups every fucking Monday night. New Brooklyn Tavern.